Welcome everyone to this new introduction class. It is part of the introduction series number 3, which is dedicated to forward bends, or as we normally call them in the Iyengar yoga method, forward extensions. Because it's very important, the axial lengthening, to keep the axial lengthening of the spine while we are doing these poses and we are practicing this family of poses. It is important also to mention that very often beginners have difficulties to that for practicing these poses because some shortening in the muscles, in the tissues of the posterior muscle chain, or maybe just one little part of the posterior major chain is shortened, or maybe all of it. So we start normally by putting in tension this major posterior chain and working on actions that allow the body to recognize, to create, and then to keep this axial lengthening of the spine. So let's start. And remember, if you are not such a beginner, but you want to practice this class, it is always good to review the basics, the foundations of the method, and maybe you can get some insights, some new idea for working with very, very beginners. Also, because we are using very few props, so it's also good for that times in which you may not have that much equipment at your disposal. So we are working with one mat, one belt, and 2 bricks in this class and in this series. Let's go. Sit straight. In Svastikasana, we are going to go 3 times Om and the invocation to Lord Patanjali, if you know it. Sitting tall, in both palms of the hands in front of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Close the eyes from top to bottom. Breathe normally. Exhale, empty your lungs. Yogena chitasya padena vacham malam sharirasya chavaidakena yopa karutam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankhachakrasidharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Om. Bow the head to the chest, towards your heart. Release the hands to the sides. Leave the head, open the eyes. Sit in Virasana. Stay on the back of the mat. Kneeling, big toes together. knees a little apart, glutes sitting in the heels, and if you cannot press on the heels with your glutes because some issue on the knees, you have to put some blanket, maybe some softer surface for the knees, or if you cannot bend the knees fully, you can also roll a mat under the knees or a blanket, as I explained in previous lessons. So from there, take both bricks, move both bricks forward, place the fingertips or the palms of the hands on the bricks and start moving the bricks, sliding the bricks forward, keeping the sternum up and keeping always the glutes onto the heels. Now press with the palms of the hands, roll the outer arm down, outer armpit down. See that you are reaching the limit in which your glutes start to lift off the heels, so then you have to press with the palms of the hands, moving forearms and arms towards the hands, resisting with the palms of the hands, and moving from the palms of the hands, shoulders away from the ears in the direction of the glutes, so you feel more pressure glutes to heels. You should feel the extension of the skin first when you are lengthening forward from the hip to the armpit. Once you reach the maximum range of motion, then is the opposite, moving arms to the hands, forearms to the hands, resisting with the hands into the bricks, from the armpits to the hips. So basically, if you practice more sessions before with me, it is recreating the lengthening of the sides of the chest as when you are doing Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. But with the difference of this Adho Mukha Virasana. Lifting the sternum up, don't bring the head down. See that you are pressing equally with the knuckles of the 5 fingers. Breathe normally. Now, keeping that action, see if you can move the head in the direction of the mat. You cannot reach with the head to the mat without forcing the back of the neck. You can remove the bricks and keep pressing with the fingertips of the palms of the hands flat on the floor. Keep rolling outer arm forward towards the mat, outer armpit forward towards the mat. Be active on the dorsal of the foot. So dorsal of the foot is pressing, the dorsal foot is pressing into the mat. The toes are pressing into the mat, that's the pinky toe. Outer foot to the outer knee. Lift the head. Now move the brick or the fingertips as in reverse cup. You move the right brick to the right and left brick to the right side of the mat, and you push forward again. Now watch one moment. Your right hand is moving close to the mat, a little bit forward in front of the knees, just to push and create a little rotation that frees the abdomen, so the abdomen can move over the side, and then you place again the right hand into the brick, and then you align the head with the arms. Very important. Now roll the outer arm forward, outer armpit forward, both towards the floor, and especially the left side of the body is moving down even more. And now you move from forearms and arms to the hands, resist with the hand, and you should feel the skin, especially from the left armpit to the left hip moving backwards, and both glutes are pressing equally into the heels. Lift the head, come back to the center, lengthening the spine again. Now move the left brick towards the left, the right brick towards the left outer edge of the mat. Move one moment the left hand back, bend the elbow, and from there you resist with the left hand, getting a little twist, little torsion on the upper body, and then that frees the abdomen, so the abdomen can move over the left side. Now you move the left hand to the brick, watch down, both shoulders, the spine is fully parallel to the floor. Now renew the actions on the palms of the hands, Forearms to the hands, armpits down, outer arm down. And especially the right side of the chest, right outer arm, right outer armpit, right outer side of the chest, rotating down towards the floor. And now you move forearms to the hands, arms to the hands, resist with the hands, and especially you should feel the skin from the right armpit to the right hip moving backwards, both glutes pressing equally into both heels. Leave the head, come to the center, remove the bricks. Place now the fingertips. You're working with the bricks and remove the bricks. Otherwise, now you work with the fingertips. Place the palms of the hands down. Do the actions on the knuckles of the hands. Roll the outer arm down, outer armpit down. Head down. So there's two movements of the skin to discover to focus on. Now there, you are moving forearms to the hands, arms to the hands, resist with the hands, and the sides of the chest, side of the chest, from the armpits to the hips. So the glutes are pressing more into the heels. Now instead, from the spine, the thoracic spine, that point between both scapulas, the skin should move in the direction of the crown of the head. So from the thoracic spine, the skin moves towards the back of the neck, from the back of the neck to the back of the skull, crown of the head, forehead, eyebrows. That is a full forward extension. So you can see we are extending the spine forward. So Adho Mukha Virasana is one of the very first forward extensions, and almost everybody can do, always considering the condition of the knees. Now both hands back, slowly come up, close both knees. Sitting Virasana one moment. Chaturangasana. In Chaturangasana, both toes to the floor, both hands in front of the line of the shoulders. Move arms to the hands, forearms to the hands, resist with the hands, shoulders away from the ears. Lift the hip up and back, knees bend, heels forward, watching between both hands. Know the actions on the arms. Align the head, crown of the head pointing between both hands. Extend the knees from the inner knee, inner thigh back. Heels down. Inner heels away from the toes. I want to reach the mat. Heels up. Heels down. Heels up. Bend the knees, knees down. Stay one moment there. Now you take the brick, and wherever you have the heel, you place the brick right behind, because when you will start, you will move the inner heel away from the toe. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, the heel will reach the brick. So that is also nice adaptation, nice modification for those who cannot reach with the heel down. But now, even if you can reach with the heel down in Adho Mukha Svanasana, you place the brick behind the heels. So once again, hands in front of the line of the shoulders, arms to the hands, forearms to the hands, resist with the hands, shoulders away from the ears. First, lifting hip up and backwards, bend the knees, heels forward, align the head. And now extend the knees from the inner knee, from the inner thigh. Keep the heels forward. New the action on the arms. And now move the heels to the bricks, pressing into the bricks. And now pressing into the bricks, I want you to be more on your inner back heel. So you are pressing more with the inner back heel. And when you press the inner back heel, you feel the inner knee and the inner thigh moving backwards. Now renew the actions in the arms, extending them from the armpits to the hips. And now front ankle back, shin bone back, kneecaps up, front thigh back. You can press actively with the heel now. So the full front leg is moving to the back leg. And then look forward, and the knees down. Sit one moment in Virasana. You want to press more with your inner heel, be more active on the inner heel. And now that you have the brick, you don't need to cheat moving the heel inwards because you really want the inner heel behind the toes. Okay, so always driving that inner knee and that inner thigh backwards. One more time. Chaturangazana. Place feet such a way that when you will go to Adho Mukha Svanasana, you can press with your back inner heel into the brick, hands in front of the line of the shoulder, move the actions up. Go up first with bent knees, move the actions on the arms. Now extend the knees from the inner knee, inner side, inner knee, inner side back. And now move the inner heels away from the toes to reach the bricks. And you keep pressing mostly with the inner heel into the bricks. From the inner heel to the big toe. And you can move the outer feet to the outer knee. You move the outer feet towards your hand. And this will allow you to move the inner knee and inner thigh backwards. Move the actions in the arms. And once again, front ankle back, shin bone back, kneecaps up, front thigh back, so the hip move back. The full front leg moves to the back leg. And inner knee and inner thigh are moving backwards. Now look forward, walk forward. Both hands to the hips, slowly come up. Tadasana. Good. Remove the bricks for a moment. Stay in the center of the mat. Tadasana, feet together. Now walk or jump. Repeat Hasta Padasana. Walk or jump. Tadasana. Jump again. Jump. 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 Rest a moment. Take the bricks. See how I'm grabbing the bricks? Take the bricks like that. Bend the knees. One leg, second leg. Put it Hasta Padasana. From there, turn out fully 90 degrees the right foot. Turn in 75, 80 degrees forward the left. And from there, you are resisting with the front foot, with the right foot, and you send the hip back and the left foot from the outer heel to the pinky toe to the big toe, helps to the rotation of the thigh forward. Inhale, extending the spine upwards. And as you exhale, you keep the arms straight and you move forward, extending from the hips to the armpits, and both bricks go besides the front foot. So we found ourselves in Parsvottanasana. Now resist on the front inner foot, inner knee back, inner thigh back. Left outer foot is pressing from the outer heel to the pinky toe to the big toe, rotating the inner thigh forward, and the inner knee and inner thigh move backwards. Press with the hands on the bricks and pressing down, and the bricks, you press the bricks down to the floor and towards the back leg. So the shoulders move away from the ears and the sternum moves forward. Be active on the left outer foot. Again, from the left outer heel to the pinky toe to the big toe, inner knee back, inner thigh back. It helps to the rotation of the left side forward, outer side forward, inner knee, inner side, inner left knee, inner left side back. And that helps to move your right hip away from the side ribs. Now press actively on the back leg. Inhale, come up. Turn to the center. Turn out the left foot, full 90 degrees in front of the front mat. Turn in 75, 80 degrees the right foot. And now simultaneously resist the left front foot. And from the outer right heel to the pinky toe to the toe, the side is rotating forward, the right hip can move forward. In the action, on the right outer foot, lifting the arch of the foot, inner ankle, inner knee, inner thigh. Now extend from the hips to the armpits, tails of the chest, and with the arms, bring both bricks beside the front foot. You are in Parsvottanasana, interside chest stretch. Press with the left inner foot, left inner knee back, left inner thigh back, left hip away from the ribs. Press the bricks down to the floor, bricks back to the back leg, shoulders away from the ears, sternum forward. Continue the action on the right foot, right outer heel to the pinky toe to the big toe, rotating the right outer side forward, right inner knee, right inner side backwards, and that helps to move also the left hip away from the side ribs, both sides of the chest extend forward. Press on the back leg, inhale, come up, both feet parallel. Once again, turn out the right foot, turn in the left foot, turn in the hip, inhale, roll, exhale, forward again, Parsvottanasana to the right. Parsvottanasana to the right, new the actions from the legs. Possibly, you can stay here working on the legs, same actions as we did before, or bring the bricks a little bit forward. New same action. Press actively with the palms of the hands with the knuckles into the bricks, rolling the outer arm down, outer armpit down, shoulders away from the ears, sternum forward. Pressing on the left outer foot, pressing on the right inner foot, right hip away from the side ribs, to keep the extension of the spine as you are moving the bricks forward. If you can, a little bit more. The same actions on the feet, starting from the feet. Each time that you modify position of the bricks, hammer again the actions on the feet. Left outer foot, lifting the arch of the foot, inner knee, inner thigh. Left outer heel to the pinky toe to the big toe, rotating the outer left thigh forward, sending the left inner thigh, left inner knee backwards. Right inner foot pressing actively into the floor, right front foot pressing actively into the floor, right inner knee, right inner side back, right hip back. Move the bricks backwards. Inhale, pressing on the left foot back, feet parallel. Turn again, outside left foot, turning the right foot 75, 80 degrees, facing towards the left foot. Inhale, grow tall, extend the spine towards the crown of the head. Exhale, from the hips to the armpits. Parsvottanasana with the bricks beside the left foot. The actions from the feet, right outer foot, right arch of the foot, right inner heel, right inner ankle, right inner knee, right inner thigh. Outer heel, pinky toe, big toe. Outer right side forward. Right inner knee, right inner thigh backwards. Left hip backwards. Left foot press on the front foot, pressing on the inner foot. Inner knee, inner thigh down. Left side back. Move the bricks forward. You can, otherwise, you stay where you were and you repeat again. Once you move the bricks, starting again from the top, back foot, pressing on the outer foot, lifting the arch of the foot, inner ankle, inner knee, inner thigh. Right outer heel, the pinky toe to the big toe, rotating the outer side forward, inner side back. Left hip backwards. Pressing on the front foot. Left inner knee, left inner thigh down to the floor. Possibly move the bricks forward again. Start again from the feet. Now on your own. I will not repeat now. Repeat too many times. And move the bricks back. Inhale and come up. Both feet parallel. Center. Tadasana. Okay. Stay in Tadasana one moment. Breathe. You can close the eyes. Observe. Open the eyes. Take one breath. Stay in Tadasana, feet apart. And we are going to place the brick like that in between the thighs. How we are going to place it? The idea is bending the knees, staying in Tadasana, bending the knees, and now I place the brick from the front side towards the back side. And when I am doing so, pressing in this direction, you can see the direction of the skin, the movement of the skin, how it moves from the front side to the inner side. And the inner side moves back. You can see this. So as we are placing now the brick, we place the brick inside, pressing and moving the skin already back, and then we will extend in Tadasana without losing that movement of the skin. Backwards. So it's always the movement of the skin goes from the outer side to the front side to the inner side, and the inner side moves back. All right? So try. Do it again. Stay in Tadasana with feet apart. Place the brick between the legs and press the brick back, sliding the brick, but at the same time catching the skin. And then you stay strong on the legs, Tadasana. You come back to the back of the heels, sacrum in, kneecaps up. And you can feel at the same time that the skin is moving from the front side to the inner side to the back side. Good. If you have two bricks more, you can use the hands as in Ardha Uttanasana with two bricks. If you just have two bricks, you can use one brick for the support of both hands. I show that case. So where is your Ardha Uttanasana? Check the distance with both feet under the hips and both hands under the shoulders. With the body weight, as you know already, going in Ardha Uttanasana, the body weight goes not towards the heels, but goes towards the front heel, towards the toes. All right? So it will be this distance. Take one brick for the support of both hands, or like that, or like this. Yes? So you will have one brick for the support of both hands. Now, instead, we go again to what we did before, placing the brick in between the sides, and now we move the skin of the inner thigh backwards, and we keep the brick there, and we extend the knees, and we go to Tadasana. Stay on the back of the heels, pressing with the big toes, spread the toes without clinching down to the floor. Inner ankle out and up, outer ankle in and up, kneecaps up. Stay on the back of the heels so that the skin of the glutes is moving in the direction of the heels. Spine lengthening to the crown of the head, sternum up, shoulders back, shoulders away from the ears, eye of the elbows forward, palm of the hands towards each other. Both hands to the hips. Extend the skin even more from the hips to the armpits. Extend the body forward and go with both hands to the brick or to both bricks in front of you. Move the body weight towards the front heels and pay very much attention to how you are pressing the brick with your inner thighs. Don't lose the action, don't lose that movement of the skin from the front side to the inner side to the back side. Now bend the knees. And you bend the knees. You keep pressing on the inner feet. You press it a bit stronger into the brick. So get the grip of the brick. And the skin is gripped by the brick. And when you extend again, extend slowly, extend, keeping the skin in that direction towards the back. Bend the knees, extend. Bend the knees, extend. You cannot extend the knees even with the support of one brick. You can put another brick, extra brick, under this vertical brick which you are now using for supporting your hands. Keep moving, extension, flexion and extension of the knees. Paying attention to this action of the skin moving in the proper direction. And I was saying, if you cannot extend fully the knee, you can also bring your hands a little bit upper. You can support your hands with the chair, such a way that you can always extend the spine, keep the extension of the spine when you are extending the knees from the inner knee, from the inner side that are moving backward. Bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Stop. Now move the hands to the hips. Slowly come up. Tadasana. Release. When you release, you don't release moving the brick upwards. You prefer to release the tension and move it back so that the imprint on the inner side stays. Stay in Tadasana one moment. See if still you have the feeling of the skin moving in that direction. While Iyengar yoga seems very linear, especially in the beginning, there is so many circular movements involved during the practice, and we have to discover them. We have to get trained to discover them. Next step. When you are doing Adho Mukha Svanasana, normally, especially in these classes that we did so far in the introduction series, we are keeping the legs very much apart. Now we are going Tadasana, not with the brick like this, but with the brick in this way. So be with the feet parallel, and when I say parallel, I mean now beginners, the outer foot parallel to the outer mat, as explained in the previous sessions as well. And from there, press the brick back and stay in these wide legs, wide feet apart, Tadasana. Stay there one moment. Stay on the back of the heels. Same actions as before in Tadasana, and you had the brick the other way around. Release. Again, backwards. Possibly upwards always. Good. Now you go to Chaturanga. And in Chaturanga, you are doing the same as you did right now, placing the brick as you place it in the previous Tadasana with feet very much apart. Move the thighs back and squeeze the brick, moving the skin always from the front side to the inner side to the back side. Stay in Chaturanga. Now turn toes to the mat and see if you move simultaneously both outer feet to the outer knee, like using the mount of the big toe as a compass, as a fulcrum in the mat, and you move the outer feet towards the outer knee. What's going on in the inner thigh? You will normally feel that you are pressing much more the brick the moment that your outer feet, both outer feet, are moving towards the outer knee. So when you are doing an eversion on the feet, so that the inner foot is moving away from the knee and the outer foot is moving towards the knee, feel how much you engage the inner thigh. Very good. So now we place the palms of the hands in front of the shoulder in case you know what's coming next. Resist arms to the hands, forearms to the hands, shoulders away from the ears. Keep heels forward, keep the knee bent, lifting the hip up and hip backwards. Start to build your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Align the crown of the head between both hands, projecting it between both hands. Keep moving the outer feet towards your hands. Now, arms to the hands, forearms to the hands, from the armpits to the hips. Roll the outer arm down, outer armpit down. And now exhale, extending the knees, keeping the outer feet towards the hands. So the inner knee and inner thigh moves backwards. Keep pressing the brick and feeling how the brick is helping the skin of the inner thigh to move back. And as you exhale now, you move down, inner heels away from the toes, slowly, without losing that connection, inner thighs back. Renew the actions on the hands. Heels up, bend the knees. And now just you want to release 1 millimeter each knee to make the brick drop. Renew the actions again and extend from the inner knee, inner thigh, as if the brick was there, and inner heels away from the toes, heels towards the mat. Renew the actions on the hands. And front ankle back, shin bone back, kneecaps up, front side back, inner knee down, back, inner thigh back. Both inner knees, both inner thighs backwards. Flexible people stay more on the back of the heels. not overarching the back. And from there, bend the knees, down, Chaturanga Virasana. Very, very strong work on awareness. Yes? Good. Now sit in Dandasana. So Dandasana, it is with the palms of the hands down. That is more or less the final pose. Feet together with big toes together, heels a little bit apart, pressing the palm of the hand. All the actions that you know already on these forward bends are present in Dandasana. And you will have the sternum more or less projected in the center of the front thighs. So that means that you have a good range of motion and a good capacity of lengthening the spine. So you cannot sit in Dandasana like this, or at least like that, with the hands back in a reverse cup position, lifting the sternum up and extending the spine. So probably you need to have some support where to sit higher. We're going to take now the 2 bricks. There's the 2 bricks. Have the belt nearby you, and sit in Dandasana. You can have the hands also on the bricks to help lengthening the spine. Okay, now when you are sitting on the bricks, actually your legs are not reaching 90 degrees with the body. It would be 90 degrees, they would be here. So there is 5-10 degrees, depending on how tall is the brick. That allows you to lengthen the spine a little bit better, and it is less contraction on the hips. Now also to allow to have less tension on the hips, we are spreading the legs as when you are doing Tadasana feet apart. So that is a Dandasana feet apart sitting on the brick. And there is less tension on the hips, and you can start to apply the actions that you know, which is big toes forward, spreading the toes, outer foot to the outer knee, femur to the hip, and inner knees down to the floor now, inner thighs down to the floor, sitting bone pressing into the bricks, lengthening the spine up. Correct? Now, on this Dandasana, I said take the belt nearby you. Possibly, if the belt is long, take the double loop. Beginners, and not only for beginners, but we use the double loop to have 2 points where the belt is pulling the outer foot towards the outer knee. That helps to perceive, to feel the full leg and the femur moving towards the hip. Now, when you take the double loop, see that your spine is perpendicular to the floor. Spine perpendicular to the floor. If you cannot be perpendicular to the floor still like that, then you have to bend the knees. So in such a way that you can allow the spine to stay straight. Arms straight to the shoulders, shoulders back. Okay, so even flexible people, be aware that you can really stay pulling both arms straight to the shoulders and shoulders back. Okay, then see that in the last degrees of extension of the knee, feet are almost not moving forward. Instead, is the femur moving towards the hip, and that allows the spine to stand to extend towards the crown of the head. Bend the knees and extend the knees, moving the femur back to the hip and lengthening the spine up. Bend the knees, and when you extend the knees, you are resisting, arms to the shoulders, shoulders back. Heels are not moving forward. Instead, the femur moves towards the hip and the spine is lifting upwards, direction of the crown of the head. Bend the knees, extend the knees, lifting the spine up. Now bend the knees and extend the knee, from the inner thigh down to the floor, lifting the spine up. Bend the knee, extend both knees. From the inner heel, inner knee, inner thigh down, extending the spine up, direction of the crown of the head. Bend the knees, extend from the inner heel, pressing down to the floor, inner knee, inner thigh down, lengthening up. Arms extended to the shoulders, shoulders back. Bend the knees, extend the knees, pressing with the inner heel, inner knee, inner thigh down, mount of the big toe forward, spread the toes, outer feet to the outer knee, femur to the hip, extending arms to the shoulders, shoulders back. Sternum up. Bend the knees, release. Keep the bed nearby you. Bend the legs. See if you can stay with the hands on the brick. If it's not so much tension, you can also stay with the hands backwards. Let's stay everybody with the hands backwards. Feet together as in Tadasana when you have feet together, and from there turn the outer feet towards the mat into Bandha Konasana, and you press the soles of the feet together. From pressing both the soles of the feet together, you keep pressing the inner feet, big toes together, heels a little bit apart, knees up, Marichasana legs. Down, Bandha Konasana legs. Press both feet together, keep pressing the inner feet together, spread the outer feet, Marichasana legs. Bandha Konasana legs, both feet together, press the inner heels, inner big toes, and then keep the big toes together, spread the heels a little, and you are up, Marichasana legs. Bandha Konasana legs, Bandha Konasana legs, Marichasana legs. Bandha Konasana legs, Marichasana. Bandha Konasana, Marichasana. Bandha Konasana, Marichasana. Bandha Konasana, Marichasana, Dandasana. Dandasana, feet apart. You can go on one side, as I explained, yes, in the first session, very first session, you can pull the skin of the glutes to the side and backwards so that you create space for the sitting bone. Go down to the floor, the right ischio, and then you do the same with the left, pulling the skin of the glute backwards and to the side, so the ischio bone has place to press. And if you do so, normally you feel also that the skin of the perineum is lifting up. Now take again your belt. Double loop. Bend the knees slightly. Renew the actions, stay tall, and now extend the knees, moving the femurs back to the hips. Allow the spine to lengthen towards the crown of the head. Good, stay there. Mount of the big toe forward, the mount of the big toe away from the groin. Spread the toes, outer feet to the outer knee, femur to the hip, arms extended to the shoulders, shoulders back. Sternum up, shoulders away from the ear. Now renew the actions from the inner heel, inner knee, inner thigh down to the floor. Now think about the line of your bottom sternum, and the bottom sternum doesn't want to go towards the floor. The bottom sternum wants to move forward when you are moving the elbows away from each other. Move the elbows away from each other. And you move the elbows away from each other as much as you can keep the spine straight. So again, renew the actions, inner heel, inner thighs, inner heels to the inner knee, inner thighs. So you connect from the inner heels to the inner thighs to the inner groins down. Open the elbows in opposite directions, and the lower sternum stays tall. So the sternum is always high. And then extend the elbows, arms to the shoulders, shoulders back, shoulders away from the sternum up. Clear the actions. Start on the inner heel, the upper inner thigh down, inner groin down. Open the elbows to the side, away from each other. The lower sternum stays tall, moving in an imaginary line parallel to the floor. So we are starting to work in concave back, so we call concave back. So we keep spine straight, sternum lifted, and maybe you are just coming up, you are allowing your elbows to move half centimeter because you start to crook. You start to crook, don't crook to go forward, just stay tall and see how much you can bend your elbows away from each other, keeping the extension of the spine. And then extend the elbows. Start the movement by pressing with the inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, inner upper thighs, inner groins down, and the sternum moves forward when you are moving the elbows away from each other. Once again, lifting the spine from the actions on the inner leg, forward. Maybe before you were moving 2 millimeters, now you're moving 3. Maybe before you were moving 4 centimeters, now you're moving 5. Start the movement always from the leg, inner knee, inner thigh down, lifting the spine up. Extend arms to the shoulders, shoulders back, release. Good. Move the hands back. One leg back, second leg back. Marichasana legs. Go to Baddha Konasana legs. Stay one moment in Baddha Konasana legs. Marichasana legs. Dandasana legs. Open both legs at a time or one at a time. Upavista Konasana legs. See that Dandasana legs, Marichasana legs, Upavista Konasana legs. There's no external rotation of the legs. So always the action of the inner heel, inner knee, inner thigh down. Moving one at a time or both at a time. Dandasana legs. Moving one leg at a time or both times. Marichasana legs. Baddha Konasana legs. Same Baddha Konasana legs. Possibly go forward. Grab your front ankles. You cannot grab your front ankles because it's short or because the support where you are sitting is too high. You can take the belt. You can pass it by the outer foot. And grab so that you are standing straight. See what is more comfortable. Don't push the legs down. Don't push the outer thigh down. Don't push the knees down. Just keep the outer feet together and the inner feet together. You are using the belt, maybe it's a little bit easier. You can also lift both heels up a little. Press in more the inner heels together and up towards the ceiling. You can do the same if you are grabbing your ankles, if you have enough awareness. And if you can reach your ankles comfortably, you can also do this, grabbing the other way around with the palms of the hands up. That you help to bring the both heels up. Both heels together, pressing the inner heels together. Release fully. Marichyasana legs. And slowly come down. We are going to go to Chatush Padasana first with the help of the belt, and then we will have 2 bricks close by you to go for Setu Bandha with 2 bricks bent legs. Pull your mat into, and once again into. Keep the bricks close by your hands. And your belt, now you will have enough. Even if it is short belt, you can have the double handle to pass it in front of your ankles. Because now the feet are not into the mat. Normally they have the tendency to slide away from the shoulders. You want to have your feet close to the shoulders all the time, not sliding when you are pushing them. So, shoulders inside of the mat, back of the skull outside of the mat, chin towards the chest, heels close to the glutes. See? Pass the double handle such a way that you have full extension of the arms and pulling from the arms to the shoulders, back of the shoulders to the mat, sternum up already. Inhale, and now as you exhale, press on the back of the heels, glutes move towards the heels first, towards the calf, towards the back of the knees, and you are lifting Chatush Padasana with the help of the belt. This is with the inner feet, the inner heel, the big toe, from the front knee towards the shoulders, moving the chest little by little in the direction of the chin. And if you think you feel that you have enough space to place the brick, then stay there one moment, remove the hands from the belt, you take the 2 bricks, and you are placing the 2 bricks under the glutes, supporting the sacrum. Pay attention that both bricks have together, and they are supporting the sacrum, not the lower back. And then you can turn the palms of the hands up. You can also keep the palms of the hands down. You can also, if you can grab the belt, you can grab the belt. If you reach the belt, if you know how to do that. If not, skip it out. Palms of the hands towards the ceiling or palms of the hands down to the floor. Palms of the hands and arms like in Shavasana normally are helpful to keep the tip of the shoulders down, back of the shoulders down. You can also have both arms in T position now. If you know how to move outer arm, outer upper arm towards the floor and towards the legs, so the shoulder blades get more vertical into the back ribs and sternum is lifted. So choose your arm variation, stay there for a couple of minutes. Watch towards the sternum if you feel that the skin of your throat is tense, over tense. And to go out of the pose, press with the palms of the hands down to the floor, press on the back of the heels, sacrum towards the back of the knees, remove both bricks, and slowly come down. Stay there. One moment. Go to the side. And go for Shavasana. First, pull the outer mat towards the sacrum, sacrum to the heels, extend one leg. Resting with the extended leg gently on the floor. Extend the other one without disturbing the sacrum position. Release both legs to the side. And from the shoulders to the elbows, elbows to the hands. Extend the arms. Turn the hands, bringing the hands to the floor first with the thumb, then the index finger and the rest of the dorsal hand. Slowly releasing the hands, the arms, using different inhalations, exhalations. Close the eyes. If for any reason you feel you don't want to close the eyes, keep the eyes pointing some spot on the ceiling. Or you can little by little, progressively, calm movements of the eyes. So calming your mind, calming your brain. The body starts to be more and more passive. Your mind stays active. Observing the breath. Your mind observes the body in the present condition after the practice you just did. Stay in Shavasana for other 2 more minutes at least. Namaste.